Few people have been known to walk the talk. You find them in churches, in society, in the family. Very few. There are few who stick to what they believe. They cannot be swayed by the wind. What they say, they believe. What they believe, they say they cannot compromise. We have a very short list for those. Now, the reason for this announcement is about a visitor we are having in the next one day. A renowned civil activist, a lawyer, if you may, a liberator. Kenyan history cannot be written without the name of Mother Karua appealing. She has fought for her freedom. She's one of those few people who can be called the Iron Lady. We are yet to find another one like her. She is still alive and kicking and vibrant. And she is here in Atlanta in the next few hours. She'll be worshiping with us at Kenyan American Community Church at the 11 o'clock service. She has a book that is entitled Going Against the Tide. This is a lady who has actually swum upstream against the tide, and she has survived. She's here to launch her book, but also to tell us what her dream is about the nation we love called Kenya. Some of us who've actually been in Kenya for a little while, we feared for her life. There are times we didn't know that she would survive, and especially during the regime of President Moi. How could you dare walk out of a meeting where the president was presiding? Only Mother Karua could do that. Watch this. Few years ago,
under the multi-party politics, which were male-dominated. However, she hit the headlines in the year 2001 when the nation woke up to the news that an opposition member of parliament had done the unthinkable at that time. Perhaps because it was a woman involved. Martha Karua had walked out on the sitting president, Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi. It was on Saturday, 16th June 2001 to be precise, when the DP lawmakers stormed out of the meeting as the president rose to address the meeting at the Moi Kerugoya Stadium.
Yes, she walked then and she can't even walk out now because she is principled. When she realized that things were not going as agreed, she will not be comfortable to stay put. You know, there are people who talk because they just want to talk for the sake of it. But what we realize about this leader is that she has a passion in what she believes. Unfortunately, many people don't vote for such people. Why? We don't know. You look left to look for such people with such ideals, such principles. They are few. And what I have come to know about murder, even in her expression, she speaks from the heart. I'll say this, as we have said many times on this forum. Choices have consequences. And for those of us who are so religious and think that politics is a dirty game. Religion is politics. Politics deals with the matters of policy. It's about what we eat. It's about how we educate our children, how we go around doing our affairs. And my friend, let me tell you, right now in America, you see the results of electing President Trump. The good thing is he promised that he's going to do A, B, C, D, and he's doing precisely that. So next time you cast a vote for a leader, think twice. Because when they execute what they promised, you cannot blame them. Unfortunately, we have people in parts of the world, they don't keep their word. So be careful to make sure you make the right choice. And I pray that there will be leaders like Mother who are not going to be hoodwinked because of money or because of position. I know it is so hard for us to know who is a leader until they are tested. But this is a leader who has been tested. She talks with the passion. And she does not just do it for the sake of it. She observes the law. She respects what people decide. What she does not like is when people vow to observe the law and they see that they don't do it, then she stands up for it. Watch her passion when she expresses why she's doing what she's doing.
She walked away amid the tension.
This I must do, and I did. Because for my honor, the honor of my party and the opposition, how can we be insulted and I appear to be acquiescing? I know I cannot make noise in a presidential meeting, but I can walk out.
I mean, there is no difference between Amani and Karua. I mean, Karua is a leader of her own self. She's very brave. She holds on principles. She is very principled, terribly principled, or probably over principled. I'm sorry, but she is very principled. When she thinks about an idea, it's very difficult to oppose her. It's very difficult. She doesn't give up.
And you know what, my friend? I think you have to be made of steel to do what Mother does. When people would gravitate to those positions and hold them because of what they offer, when people are out there for titles and the power and all the things that come with it, a true leader will decide when to call it and when to quit. There are people who compromise because they know they're going to lose. You know, leadership calls for sacrifice. And a time will come when you'll say, enough is enough. But how many politicians do we have who can say it is time for me to walk away? And especially when you know what is in the package. If I quit now, how am I going to finish this project? How am I going to sponsor this or that? It takes a principled person to do. And you know, in Kenya, here in Atlanta, we are going to have what we call nation building. We'll bring leaders from all divides. And we'll engage them as we are going to engage Mother this Sunday as she worships with us. And I hope that you can avail yourself to engage her. Ask her, What dreams do you have for Kenya? Sure, she was part of 2030 vision. Where are we in Kenya? Where are we in Africa? This is a leader who has seen it all. But you know what? You don't know the color of tea until you put it in hot water. When did you hear people quitting and saying enough is enough? She had one of the most powerful portfolio in the government. Minister, justice, powerful position. And when she realized it was untenable, she called it quit. And I was still there when I heard of her saying, enough is enough. And when you know you cannot be part of that mix, you can't be part of that intoxicated corporation, you call it a quit. And she did it. Watch this.
Very, very short statement that today I've tendered my resignation as Minister for Justice, National Cohesion and Constitutional Affairs.
It was Mother Karua's brief statement that ended days of speculations that she was on her way out of government, thanks to what she called a systematic campaign to undermine the reform process, which is the basis of her ministry.
I feel my position as minister is untenable following recent events in government.
That recent event is President Kibaki's defense of the Chief Justice Ivan Gisheru, who is accused of derailing the much-needed judicial reforms being advocated by the Gishugu MP.
I have taken political responsibility for everything that happens in my docket. So this is nothing to do with that. This is about feeling obstructed in the performance of my duties.
She dramatically resigned from an influential post as Minister for Justice and Constitutional Affairs, a position that was held for the first time in Kenya by a woman.
I'll now be able to totally disagree with anything that is anti-reform, anything that points towards opaqueness, corruption, and lack of transparency.
Such incidents have earned her condemnation and praise in equal measure and the title Karua, the Iron Lady. But she says,
I really wouldn't say the reasons because I do not know the psyche of the person who invented that. But a name really doesn't matter.
Yes, that it was 2009. In the month of April, like we are. My friend, you know, it's an opportunity to have leaders as mother still within us, still alive, who can come and engage. And it's an honor that she can come and worship with us, but also tell us the story of her journey and what it means to really go against the tide. Please come. Don't miss this opportunity. This Sunday at 11 o'clock, worship with us, but also come and engage her and see what she has for our country, because we cannot keep quiet anymore. We cannot sit here and start blaming leaders when we don't participate, when we don't engage them, when we don't tell them what our expectations, our dreams are. She is here with us in ATL, launching her book. Come and join us. Come have lunch with us. And let us engage this leader, the Iron Lady of Kenyan politics, the Honorable Mother Wangari wa Karua. You will be happy that you've come. God bless you. And let us continue praying for our land of Kenya, even as we pray for America at a time such as this. God bless you. I hope to see you this Sunday, 13th of April at KSCC here in Atlanta. God bless you all.